Good morning, YouTube, Facebook. Oh, there's Instagram. We're ready. Hey guys, good morning. I'm so excited to be with you this morning. As you are coming on, I want you to tell me something that you love about Elevation Church. Maybe something that you've learned during the series or something you've learned during these devotionals. Or if you're new here, if this is your first time tuning in, tell us where you're tuning in from. I am normally on the other side of the screen, so it's so fun for me to be on this screen to see where everybody is. Australia, New York City, Germany. That's awesome. Well, if you haven't been able to see the series 7 Mile Miracle, that is okay. You can find the sermons at elevationchurch.org or on YouTube, Stephen Furtick channel or Elevation Church channel. But if this is your first time coming on to 7 at 7, this is a 7-minute devotional that we are doing during our 7 Mile Miracle series all the way through Easter. And we are halfway. This is day 26, and it has been a great experience so far. I've gotten to hear a lot of these. Like I said, I'm often on the other side of this camera, and so I've gotten to hear a lot of the devotionals, and our staff has been learning a lot through the 7 Mile Miracle series and through the book. And we're excited that you're here. We want you to share this video. It's important to us that we get this encouragement, that we get this message out. And so, we good? Okay. So it's important to us that we get this message out of 7 Mile Miracle. And I just want to introduce myself. My name is Cherish, and we are on mile 4 of this journey. So since we are on mile 4, I'm going to tell you 4 things that you need to know about me. I am the communications director at Elevation. I've been on staff for about 6.5 years. Number 2, I accepted Christ at this church. I was baptized during Awakening in 2008. So this church has made a personal impact on my life. I am from Cleveland, Ohio. And yes, I am a Browns fan. I know that we are terrible. I'm well aware. You don't need to tell me. But I'm still a fan, still a loyal Cleveland fan. And number 4, I love coffee. I love it. I don't trust people who don't drink coffee. It's the best. And I'm single, so if you like coffee, I like coffee. Just working my window. So I am going to jump in today. We have been in the series 7 Mile Miracle and also studying Pastor Stephen's latest book with the same name. So if you have not gotten the book, you should get the book. It's going to talk about forgiveness, salvation, these 7 last statements of Jesus on the cross. And it takes a deeper look at these concepts that we maybe think are a one-time event, and really they are a lifelong journey. So I encourage you to get the book. This week, though, we are talking about abandonment. And in Matthew 27:46, Jesus says, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Jesus was separated from God on the cross so that we would never have to be. When I became a Christian 9 years ago, some things in my life had to change. I had to change some habits. I had to surround myself with different people who could support me. I had to adjust the activities that I was participating in. And one of the things that I thought as I started on this journey with God was that I was going to lose a lot of the friends and family in my life who didn't believe what I believed. That they wouldn't understand and that they would abandon me. And as my relationship with God grew, I really continued to think that way, that my friends were abandoning me, that they were not calling me as much, they weren't coming to visit, and I felt like that for years. But what I've discovered over the last 1.5 years, the last 2 years, is that my friends actually never abandoned me. Yes, they might have questions, and yes, they don't necessarily believe everything that I believe, but as I've gotten older, I've realized that distance and life happens, and friendships and relationships change. But if I was really honest with myself, they didn't abandon me, I abandoned them. I was so afraid of their rejection that I just walked away. I kept myself at a distance, and I think that fear often feels like abandonment. And I wonder how many times we do that with God. We start believing God isn't present in our situations. Like, God, why have you abandoned me? Why are you not answering this prayer? Why did you allow this situation to happen? Where are you? And God is saying, hey, I'm here. I've been here. I'm here. I've been here the whole time. Or maybe we're keeping God at a distance because it's more comfortable for us. Maybe because we know if we ask him for something, he might actually want us to participate in what he has for us. So this past year, I realized I was missing out on spending time with people I really cared about and people I really loved, not because they abandoned me, because I wasn't making an effort, and again, because of my fear. So here I had this amazing love that I was experiencing, that God was showing me, this comfort, this peace, and I wasn't showing love to them at all. So I made a decision that I was going to work on these relationships. And this meant sometimes that I made an 8-hour drive to Cleveland just to go to a baby shower, just to show them that I cared, to love them, and to not expect anything in return. Because they didn't abandon me. They wanted me to be a part of their lives. They were there the whole time, but I had unknowingly walked away. I had checked out because of fear. So maybe there's something in your life that you're missing out on. You know, I've been able to celebrate with them now. I've gotten to watch them get married and have babies, and I feel like God is restoring those friendships. So maybe not to the level that they once were, but they're letting me back into their lives. And it's really because they never wanted to leave. They never wanted me to leave their lives. I just had to participate. I had to make an effort. I had to step past being afraid of what they might think or afraid of their rejection. So again, maybe there's something in your life that you feel like you're that maybe you feel like God's abandoned you but maybe it's because you've unknowingly walked away from Him or a person or a situation. It could be the time that you're putting towards your relationship with God by spending time in prayer and reading your Bible. Maybe it's a step that God is asking you to take that you just didn't take because you were afraid of failure or rejection. Whatever it is, God is saying, I am still here. I'm waiting on you. I'm here. I'm present. And on page 90 of the book, Pastor Stephen writes, we need the right perspective on our sense of absence from God as well. Perception, God is absent. Reality, He's right there all along. And he goes on to say, if you are a child of God, then no matter how abandoned or lonely you may feel, God has been with you, and He's with you right now. So just like my friends were there all along, God is with you. He's still here. So I just want to encourage you today, identify an area of your life or maybe a situation where you feel like God isn't present, like He maybe isn't there, and shift your perspective. Is there something that God is asking you to do? Is He waiting on your participation? I believe if you take one step towards God, that He will show you that He's been with you the whole time. And one step that you can take right now to participate in your relationship with God is coming back tomorrow. We're doing these devotionals every single day for you to get a new revelation, to get encouragement in your walk with God. So maybe your next step is to surround yourself with people that can encourage you and challenge you. We have e-groups at all of our locations. We also have online e-groups for our e-fam. That's another practical step that you can take to participate in the journey that you're going on with God. The other thing that you can do is share what God is doing in your life. Share this video, use the hashtag 7 Mile Miracle, and tell people what God is doing in your life through these devotionals, through the series, through the book. And if you've not picked up the book yet, go pick up the book. I promise you. It is something that you can go back to and that you'll continue to get new insight that God will show you through this book. So go get a book. I hope that you took away something this morning. We do this every morning, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, 7 a.m. So we will see you tomorrow morning. Have a great day, and we'll see you in church this weekend.